Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I'm going to show you two really cool Halloween cards. One has a lever that is super cute. I'm hoping that you'll like it. Thank you so much for those that come every week. I really appreciate you, and for those of you that are new, I hope you stick around and see what you can see on my videos. I have hundreds of videos for you to check out, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy them and learn something. Let me know if you would like to see something new. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first off, let me show you which stamp set we're using. It's called Bag of Bones. Let me show you the dies. They're right here, sorry. Ugh. They have a lot of dies. I am so tickled with this set. So I'm hoping that you'll like what I came up with. And both of them are my ideas. The lever part I did get from somebody online, and I forget her name. So I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move these. All right. So we are going to do Working with Starry Sky, and I have die cuts here. I'm putting them to the side, and I'll bring them out when it's time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fold this. I've already scored it. If you would like the PDF for this next week, for sure, I am sending out PDFs of the ones that I've done in the last couple weeks and today. All you need to do to sign up is go to my blog, which is tedderbearstamping.com, and you will be able to sign up for my newsletter, and every week I send out new PDFs, or every couple weeks. All right, so let's get going on this card. Sorry, I needed a drink. All right, so one of the things that I really love is that this stamp set, or this die set, has a fence. Anybody that's followed me for a while knows I'm a sucker for fences. So I'm hoping that you like them too. We're going to go ahead and bring out one of the whites. And we're going to bring out my pad so that I don't make a mess. And just so you know, I had in the past made a die made with, excuse me, the Give It a Whirl clouds, and I put it onto, I die cut it from plastic. It wasn't easy. I had to go over it quite a few times to get it to cut through, but I finally got it, and I got a little handle on it, and we're going to make clouds. So I'm just going to bring in my brush with the Starry Sky ink, and we're going to make this a stormy cloud covered night. So I usually just start like that, and then I'll come in. Let's give this cloud a bottom. I don't like that. Okay, we're going to just keep moving. I always try to make the clouds look original, but you never know if I can make it look good the second time through. All right. Sometimes I do it much better than others. All right, now we're going to come down here, and we're going to, I want it to be offset. Trying not to have it all be matchy. I'm going to do this whole thing and I do want this to look like a night sky, so I'm going to go back over it just a little bit after I'm done to add a little bit of darkness to it so it doesn't look like it's daytime. I don't want it to be daytime. So I'm taking off some of my ink, and then I'm just going to go over what I've got just so that it doesn't, like, leaves the cloud imprint still, but makes it look darker. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. If I can find, there it is. It says, "No bones about it, you're a sweet friend." So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that over here. Ah, pretty straight considering I didn't stand up. All right. Then let me grab a piece of white to stamp on, which I've got right here. Well, it's not white, it's vanilla. Hold on. I'm looking at the card and I'm going, that's not white, it's vanilla. Okay, so I don't usually mix white with vanilla, but I really wanted the clouds to look more white, so that's why I did that. You can use vanilla if you'd like. I think it makes it a little bit toned down a little bit, and that's a good thing if that's what you're looking for. All right, so we're going to bring in our memento and stamp, let's see, the dog. He's so cute. I'm a dog and a cat person, so I just get tickled by all of this. Okay, let's do the cat. Isn't he cute? And the skeleton. Let's see. There he is. And usually I like to lay him down because he's a little bit bigger and it really lets me see if I've got it all. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put him there. All right. So let me close that up. So you would die cut that. And I've already got that done. So I've got my skeleton, my dog, and where's the kitty? Oh, right here. And the kitty. And one thing I forgot to stamp was the hat, but here it is. I just think it looks so cute on his head. I hope you guys like Halloween. I really am not a huge Halloween person, but I do enjoy it. I have stories of Halloweens that were really fun, so I'm hoping that you do too. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of everyone. So I'm going to bring in my dimensionals and we're going to cut thin strips because the fence, for one, is very thin. So I'm just going to use this one at the bottom and we're going to cut across. There we go. And hopefully they're thin enough. I'm just going to cut little pieces here. All right. So I know we are going to take off the back. Now on the die cut, on my picture on my blog shows this in black, like when you use no lights, and this fence really stands out. Okay, this one's thinner, so I'm going to use this one down here. I'm not doing the whole thing, I'm just doing enough to where it will stand up. Then I'm going to put, excuse my reach here, the cat. I want him to sit from behind, but I want his tail to curl around. There we go. And then he's sitting on the side. So we're going to go ahead and put a dimensional behind him so that he gets held up, and a mini on his head. All right. Let's take off all the backings, and of course he's going to stay put once we put him on, but right now he's a little wiggly. All right. Want to make sure he is looking like he's on top of the fence. So we're going to put that right here. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this guy. Hold on. We're going to put them on the legs. Biggest part is getting the backings off. Okay, I'm going to have one more. I'm going to put that right here, and then I'm going to trim off a little bit more because I need a little bit long, like one for this arm. We can go ahead and do one for his head right there. We just need it for the two arms. So I'm going to go ahead and cut again. Dimensionals are my favorite. I'm sure you haven't noticed that since I use a lot of them, but I really enjoy when they pop up. All right, this I'm going to trim again. Hope you're all having a good day. I love creating, and I hope that you enjoy this too. If you would like or are looking for a demonstrator, I would love, love, love to be yours. I work very hard, and it would mean the world to me if I got new customers too. Plus, I want to be able to show you everything that I love. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put him down. Now I have been having problems with my computer. Hold on. There we go. So we're going to, okay, so we're going to go ahead and put him down here. And then I want to put his hat on, but I'm going to use a glue dot for the bottom part so it sticks flat on his head, and then I'll use a mini for the top. This way it will stay on his head, hopefully, and it will look cute. Okay, let's see. I need a small dimensional for the top. I'm going to cut one of these. All right. Hopefully this will fit. So cute. All right. Put that on his head. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, it's the little things. All right. There he is. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put that onto black. That is my go-to layer, I think, usually, because I really enjoy what it looks like, and it usually makes everything pop. Okay, and we'll go ahead and put that on the front. Make sure it's the front. You don't want to put it on and find out it's upside down. All right. Now I do have my dog down here today. I'm hoping, since I'm doing it recorded, that maybe he'll be good. We'll see. All right, so we have that. Now for the inside, super easy. Oh, I cut white instead of vanilla. Well, we're just going to go with white. Should we? No, that would look silly. All right, let me get a piece of vanilla. Here we go. Let's see if this will fit. And it does. Look at that. Okay, we're going to stamp Happy Halloween. Now I do this every year just for my grandkids. Once they get old enough and don't want mail anymore, I don't know if I'll make the cards anymore, but I sure do enjoy it. And I want to be able to send them happy mail. They really love it. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead, move these back, and put this on. And oh, do you see what I just did? I just made it sideways, so we're going to save this piece for another time. I'm going to come in with another one and we're going to start all over. This time, go the right way. Goodness. Sometimes your brain does not follow what it needs to. There we go. Do the bats. Goodness. All right. So now I have another piece for later, but now I need a black. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use the back of this. Nobody will know. It'll all be hidden. I guess I won't save that for later. I just don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be for me to go cut another piece. All right. Now we'll put it inside. We're just hiding our mistake. That's all. See, you won't even know. You'll know. But we won't tell anybody. Whoops. Okay, so that's card number 1. That was my easy card. The next one is so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. All right. So we start, I'm using the same colors because I want you to be able to do this and not have to buy a ton of stuff. So that is the plan. Whether it works, I don't know. All right, hold on. I got little doodads stuck in between. Okay, so this is for the inside. So we're going to stick that aside for right now. I am going to go ahead and put this on here. And I really didn't do good on my cutting. All right. I do love layers too. I'm sure you've noticed that too. All right, so we're going to stick this one on top. All right, so this is going to go on the front. So let's go ahead and get it folded. And we'll go ahead and put this on. And then the fun will begin. You guys will love this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Come in with my piece here. Bring in my sheet again. And we are going to go ahead and I need a brush with gray. I think that's what this is. All right, so I die cut, and I've already used it, so just so you know, I die cut another cloud, but this time I'm going to stick it down and get the full cloud. I kind of like that, and we're going to go ahead and do basic gray. So I'm just going around the cloud. I'm not going further because I want to be able to make more clouds, and this way I can just move it. So let's go down here. So you just go around the whole entire cloud and it will leave a nice cloud there. All right, so I'm going to do one more because we have to do it in threes, and I'm going to go ahead and have this go over those two. And hopefully it will look right. I haven't done this part before, so we'll see. That's not too bad. I'm not sure I like how that goes, but it's good enough. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the bats into the cloudy area. Where did, oh, there it is. And on my sample, I think I did them all going the same way, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. Our bat that comes visits us every night is so awesome, but he just brought a friend. We called him Adam when we first moved here, and because, you know, Batman. And then my daughter married an Adam, so we're like, oh, can we still name him Adam? You know, it just seemed a little bit like, is that wrong? Let me know what you think. All right, so I did that, and then we're gonna have a part that goes, whoops, that goes over, you'll see. It needs to match with the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and sponge this with my blending brush. Okay, so now all that is done. Let me move this. So this is going to go at the bottom of this, and you probably won't be able to notice it too much. That's the hope. So we'll see. All right, so now this is where the fun begins. So I want this to sit here, but I want to have a lever on the side. So let's see, where is my, we say this all the time, don't we? Where? Okay, so I want to put a small hole about 2 inches up. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that because I want it to be just right. I don't want to mess up. So we're going to mark that with a pencil. Two inches. Well, might help if I had a good pencil, but I see where it's at. All right, so we're gonna go at that spot and go in just a little. All right, then we are going to go ahead and place, well, first, okay, I'm gonna set this aside just for a second. I know I'm getting confusing, but I cut 3 of these for my lever, and they are from Give It a Whirl. No, they are not. I am so sorry. They are from the Waves set, stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together. Now, the girl that I watched, she put these together so that they would hold up on all the wear and tear, because everybody's going to be poking it and pulling it, and you know, so you want to make sure that it's nice and secure and a little bit thicker. So we're doing 3. Okay. All right, so that's done. Then we are going to have this. I didn't stamp it for you because I wanted, oh, here it is, this guy to be behind this. So, and I had to do 3 of those also so that we could have him be pretty strong. So I'm going to go ahead and put all 3 together. Okay, so we have these 2 together. Now what we're going to do is, this is going to go right onto here. We want it to be to where, I'm going to put this on here. It does not go past the side, so I got to make sure it's far enough that it will still be in there. And I'm going to eyeball where I put the dot or the hole. We'll see if I did it right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up and go to where my hole is, if I can find it on here. Would have been better if I had made a mark. Okay, love the crocodile because it is very good at getting everything, going through multiple layers. All right, so we have that. What we're going to do is lay this on here, and I'm going to take one of our brads put it through. Like I said, everything is listed on my blog, and I'm going to have a PDF with all the directions with lots of pictures so that you can follow along if my written word doesn't quite cut it. All right, so you want to make sure that this moves freely. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape on the back of this to hold it still. Normally I would do adhesive, but I really want this to stick, so I'm just going to do that. All right, so we'll move this back out of the way. So now we have this. Let's make sure that it's lower than what it needs to be. Yes. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put a stopper right at the top. And again, I want a really skinny one. And I know we have the sheet of come on girl, of foam adhesive that we could use where I could cut it off all the time and it would be fine. All right, so I'm going to put it right here. You want to make sure that it is on this side of your brad because you don't want to where you can't move it. If you put it over here, you wouldn't be able to move it. So that's one tip. Then we're going to do a brad down here. I'm not a brad, a dimensional to be our stopper. Okay, you got that so far? Okay, so now this is where I'm going to put him here. I'm going to place him there. Take this and where's there? Put this on. I'm going to try not to move him, but I want definitely to have this be even. I want only his shoulders or his head and his neck to show. On my sample, they have where I have where it was on a little bit harder. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. It's not as important. You're not going to see this mechanism, so it doesn't matter if it squeezes out on this part, just so long as it dries. All right, so now we have that, and he can still move. So cute. All right, I went ahead and on my dies, and oh, there it is. This is what was so hard for me. I'm like, they do have a right and a left hand, right? That's what I was hoping, because I could only find left hands, and I'm like, well, that's not going to work. I mean, unless this is like Frankenstein and he messed up. But we made it. We found the right and left. All right, so you only want the excuse me, my brain is the forearm. That's what I was looking for. And we're going to go ahead and put those, and when you hold on, I just want to make sure I get it right. You're going to put it so the thumbs meet in the middle, right? That's how it goes. You don't think about it unless you're doing something like this, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, where do those thumbs go? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one on because I want it to look like he is coming, like using that as a lift to help him lift up. You guys, this is just too cute. All right. You want to definitely up it to the top so it looks like there. All right, then we're going to stamp Boo to You. If I can find it. Nope. There it is. Okay, sorry about my reach. All right, Boo to You. Let me put a lid on that with the memento. And it's going to go right below the hands like that. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and place a couple more dimensionals just to make sure that this is going to be raised up normally. And let's do one right here. Let me get one more drink. Sorry. Okay. So now this, we'll wait for that. We're going to go ahead and put this on. Make sure it still moves. You don't want anything inhibiting the movement. Okay, so let's line this up right at the bottom, preferably straight. Oh, that worked out so good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this on flat and have him come right up to that. Though it did end up. All right. Now the even funner part is look what happens. Isn't that cool? All right. So it reminds me of Disney when we were like going on the ride and it goes, you know, as you're going by, woo, woo. It's the little things that make me happy. All right, I'm going to put another dimensional right here because that just didn't sit properly. All right. And I don't think I can put one up there, so, but I didn't take the back off the stopper. All right, let's make sure it still works because that would be bad if it didn't work. All right. I'm going to put this up, but we're going to bring in a marker, which I know we have a stamp that has the arrow, but I don't have much room. So let's see. We want them to know that they have to push it up, right? I'm going to do arrow on both sides, so hopefully they know. All right. And I'll put a note in. All right. So the great part is that we have glow-in-the-dark paper. I did not want this video to be too long, so I went ahead and stamped them. You've already seen me stamp them, but this time I did it on the glow-in-the-dark. A big tip, stamp with Versamark, then use black embossing powder, because when I did it the other way, this is too porous and the ink would not stay in. No matter how many times I stamped him, he still wasn't right. So we're going to go ahead and put him right here. It's so cute. And he's going down flat too. So I'm just going to use the glue and we'll put him down. Of course, like the top of his head does not. We'll put a dimensional on the back of his head so that he's the same height as the bottom and he doesn't flap around. Let's see, this arm will be good. All right, and a little bit of this one. There we go. So he's going to go right here. I'm going to get a small dimensional and whoop, put it on. I don't see my tape. Oh, there it is. My take your pick tool is so much nicer than scissors. Whoops. All right, so I'm just going to use this to get under his head. Whoa! Okay, here we go. So now, let's do it again. I just can't get enough of that. All right, and the other thing that I die cut was the kitty, and this is on glow in the dark too, but he gets the whole thing. So cute. All right. So far so good, right? And it works. Woohoo! All right, so this is going to go right onto here. And we're just going to go ahead and use tape or adhesive. So I hope that you understood, whoops, all of that. I forgot to take pictures, so I'm going to have to grab them from the video themselves so that I can put it in the thing to have you guys try. All right, now we're going to do the inside. which I had both of those right here. And I'm going to need my sheet again. Not to do any clouds, but I am going to stamp him and have him. Now I did steal the inside from someone. I don't know who it was. Thank you so much for being so smart with this, but oh, let me do the dog first. I tend to not get it right if I don't do the dog first. Okay, so he's gonna go right here, and this guy is gonna go like he's coming in, just saying hi. I don't know, it's the little things, right? There we go. So he is popping in saying hi to, whoops, gosh darn, I didn't mean to hit that. And we're going to stamp this sentiment, which is eat, shriek, and be scary. I figured my grandkids would like that. That's who I'm doing it for. All right, and then this is going to get put on the black and then on the inside, and we'll be done. Now, if you are a new stamper and you are here and you go over to my Facebook page under Lisa Easterday Tedder, I am giving away a kit that I did the last couple weeks for those that might be new. I wanted to see what you think about stamping, and I want to give it away because it was such a fun kit. So go in and make a comment, and you will be put in the running to get the free kit. All right, so this goes on the inside, and we are done. Oh no, we're not done. I almost forgot. We need embellishments. Okay, so usually I give away the cards. This time I can't because I'm sending them to my grandkids. So if you comment, I will send you another card. I apologize, but this was just too cute not to send to them. All right, so we have this card and this card. I hope that you enjoyed them. They were so much fun for me to make. I usually do scrapbook pages and that's it, but the last couple years I've been doing it for my grandkids. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please come back and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I will talk to you later. Thank you.